What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is the day. It has come. Yes, I've hit my 20 hours on the YXZ, and now it's time to do all the fluid changes. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, so stay tuned. Alright, let's light up the gauge cluster. Let's see where we're at. And we got 21.5 hours and we got 280 miles. So that means we have to do some maintenance. So now we're going to have to change out the engine oil, the oil filter, the transmission oil, the front and rear diff, and I'm also going to lube up the suspension. So yeah, we're going to just get on our merry way, start this thing up, warm it up so that we warm up the engine oil. Yamaha recommends doing it about for a minute, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we will drain it out and go from there. Now I've got it all warmed up, engine oil is to temperature, and we are going to start doing an oil change on my 2019 YXZ. It's pretty much, now if you look here, it looks different than all the other YXZs because the radiator here is in the back, but the oil change is very similar, basically the same thing. The cover is a little bit different, but we're gonna just zip through this. Before we get started, let's go over what I've got. So I've got 5 quarts of the Yamaha Lube full synthetic oil. This is good for the engine and transmission. There's 5 quarts, and then we have the full synthetic gear oil for the front and rear diff. We got the oil filter, the crush washers for the drain plugs, and yeah, I picked this all up at the Sports Plaza, Yamaha Sports Plaza up in Fairview, Oregon. Big shout out to those guys. They hooked it up, gave me a good deal on all this oil. Shout out to you, John. Thanks, bud. And yeah, let's go ahead and start on this oil change. First off, we're gonna go ahead and remove this panel here. This is, as you can see, this is where the top of the oil thingy majigger is. So that just pulls off there. If you're not familiar with the 19, you got that. There's your dipstick right there. So after you pull that cover, we're going to jump down here, down to the bottom. We are going to pull off this cover. It's just 3 bolts. Next, we're going to go ahead and pull out the dipstick. And then from there, if we go to the other side over here, we have the crankcase cap right there. So we'll go ahead and loosen that, take that off there. And then now we get under the machine, and as you can see, I already removed the rear skid plate and the middle skid plate, and I didn't do the front yet, but eventually we're going to do the front. But you're going to need all these removed to do the fluid changes on the transmission and the engine and the front and rear diffs. Now we are under the engine, and there's the oil filter right there, and then we're going to, this is the drain plug right here that we're going to undrain or unscrew and then drain. As you can see, it has the washer on there. That's how you can tell them apart. So we're just going to go ahead and loosen that up and let it drain, and then as that's draining and gets towards the end, we'll also remove the oil filter and let that drain out as well. There we go, we got her draining out now. Okay, and then now we're also going to remove the the oil filter now. And then yeah, also make sure you have a drain pan underneath you, obviously. So we'll go ahead and do that. So here is the drain plug, or it's a bolt, drain bolt, whatever you want to call it, but it's a drain plug. And then there's the old washer, and then we're going to go ahead and replace it with a brand new one. Bam! There we go. We got the new bling blinging copper brass washer, the crush washer. We got that installed back on here, and now we're going to go ahead and put this back in the engine, and then put the new oil filter on there, and then start draining the dry sump tank right here. And then before I install the new oil filter, I'm going to fill it full of oil, this synthetic Yamaha lube that I showed you earlier. And then once I get it filled, I'm going to take a little bit of oil on my fingers and then put it around the gasket to help seal it up. Okay, this is a 12mm bolt. I'll go ahead and loosen that up. I'll get the drain pan underneath here and then let her drain. Should have gloves on. This probably gonna burn me. Oh, that's good. And then as you can see, well, maybe you can't or can, there's another washer on here that we're going to replace. Okay, so we got the new washer on here. We're going to go ahead and put this up in here. Tidy this up. Now, this is made out of aluminum, so be very careful not to strip this out and don't over torque this. Make sure you go to the specific torque spec. I'll put that somewhere on here on the video. Now we'll go back over here to the crankcase cap. Go ahead and put this baby back on there. Oh, we got all the caps on and everything is drained out, so now we can start adding oil. So we want to put in 2.85 quarts is what they call for, but I put a little bit in the filter already, and then yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start off by putting in 2 quarts in here, and then we're going to start it up, get a little bit juice and flowing through the engine, and then we're going to top it off with the last 3/4 of quart. So now we'll put the cap back on. Now we're going to get in, start the engine, and then rev it a couple times to get the oil flowing, and then we'll turn it back off, and then we'll put the rest of the oil in. Now I've heard it's scary when you start it up for the first time after doing an oil change. It sounds really weird and like kind of sketchy, but apparently it's normal. But I mean, obviously there's no oil in it and it hasn't circulated. So let's go ahead and see if we hear a difference in the sound of the engine and whether it's scary or not. But we're going to go ahead and turn it on and then just rev it a couple times, and then we'll call it good. Yeah, that sounded weird, but now it sounds fine. So we have 2 quarts of oil in there. So now we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit more than half and then see where that puts us. And then after that we'll add, top off, and make sure we're good to go. Alright, we got it all done. Now we just got to put the cover on, and then if you're just doing an oil change, obviously you just put the skid plates back on and then you're good to go. But now we're going to continue on with our service. But not in this video. This video is going to end, and it's going to continue with the next video that comes out, and we're going to be doing the transmission oil change. So make sure you watch the next video. I'll put a link up here and down below, and it'll be linked at the end of this video. So thanks for watching. Don't mind the glazed ham look. I'm sweating my butt off, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you continue to watch the rest of the videos. Thanks for joining me, and peace out.